Okay, Terry Smith again for ForexTradingSchools.com, and it's the next morning, and boy, we saw some action last night. A lot of extremely unexpected things happened. Now, this is the pound US on the 15-minute chart. So what I was anticipating was a fall, a rise, and a fall. Basically it did happen, but the timing and the size were most unexpected. So I managed to make some on the fall here. I had some short positions that came off. Didn't do anything in here when it was coming back. I had a pending sell order up here. Now 6 o'clock in the morning Sydney time. I wasn't awake, but some news was released in the US, which is extremely unusual time for news to be released. So 6 o'clock in the morning, all hell broke loose. This shot up, triggered my sell order, and then continued on another 480 pips, 500 pips. So altogether that one movement was about 900 pips. So it shot up, hit my stop loss, closed out that sell order, came back down, and at the moment I'm not doing anything on that. I'm waiting to see what it's doing. It should be going down, but we'll just have to wait and see. Pound Swiss, put that on the 15-minute chart. Okay, and the pound Swiss did exactly the opposite of what I expected. Okay, well, that was unusual. The movement there was very unusual. I was expecting it another up and down. It went down and up. Down very strongly, and now it's basically back to exactly where it was yesterday. It hasn't moved, and again I wasn't up for this movement. So this is like midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, 2, 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning Sydney time, so I wasn't here for that movement. So basically I left it there. No action on the pound Swiss. Pound yen, so I was looking at up, and down. So we got up, down, and down. Basically, yeah, the movement, the direction of the movement was as predicted, but again the size and the timing was quite different, and again this very unusual movement late at night, 6 o'clock in the morning, was because of that news release in New York. So I'm still expecting that to come down a long way. So altogether that upward move was, there you go, just under 1500 pips. That was a massive move for one night. So today I should be expecting it to come down around about here. So I'll be going short there as soon as it's finished. So checking the RSI, not quite sure what's happening at the moment. But when the RSI passes through the 70% and comes back down, then I'll be going short on there. So the purple section here is the afternoon of the Asian session, so sometime around about here. So we'll just move that over there. So I'll be looking at something like that. And this one. pop I'm not expecting will be quite so big. After such a big movement, the buyers will most likely have run out of steam, and the sellers will be taking over, so I'll be looking for a movement down like that, and long term something like that. So I'll be looking for a movement of around about 3,000 pip movement. I'll be looking for to the downside. That'll be nice to collect. Unselect all. Euro US. Alrighty, a 15-minute chart. Followed my predictions down, up until the lead up to this news release. Again, I went to bed around about here, so at that time it was following my predictions beautifully, but then we had the upset of the news release and everything went cockeyed. Once again I had a short order there and got stopped out. Okay, these things happen, and that's the problems that news releases can cause. Anyway, so I'll be now the pound, and again the Euro US is in a long-term downtrend, quite consistent, bit of a bump. So 2 weeks ago we had a big fall. Now it's sort of edging back up, but let's just move that over. So I'll be looking, okay, so it's sort of creeping back up there. Probably get to around about here. I'll just put a couple of lines in, so we might see it come up to there before falling sharply away like that. Back to the 1 hour. So on the short term, moving up. Probably a bit more to the upside this time. Is there a line there? Yes, there is. Probably something like that. Euro Swiss. I don't trade the Euro Swiss these days because I find the payback to be quite small. The movements are fairly small normally, so even that one, which looks huge, it was less than 500 pips. I'm not really worrying about. The Euro Pound. Okay, the RSI is down. It looks like it's falling, so that was a big push last night, up and down. Let's have a look on the 15-minute. Not a lot happening on the Euro Swiss. It's just sort of going sideways. Sorry, Euro Pound. Bit of movement there, so we'll be looking for top outs and reversal opportunities, such as these sorts of things. If you see that coming up, then yeah, definitely, and check the RSI as well. Right, so we'll definitely be looking for reversal signals there, but at the moment I'm not making any commitments. Euro Yen. Okay, let's get back to the 15-minute. Alrighty, now this is another one where I went to bed and left it. When I went to bed, it was down here. Okay, it started following my predictions beautifully and then came back up beautifully, so I had short order, closed that, came back up, and then it was sort of all over the place. I had a short order, it got stopped out. Right, so when I went to bed, I just left it. I actually had a pending order up here just in case it topped out, because I was still looking for a downside movement, and lo and behold, at about between 6 and 7 o'clock in the morning, it moved up, opened that pending order, and fortunately didn't hit my stop loss, came back down, and it's just sort of hovering at the moment, slightly in loss, but I'm still looking at movement to the downside. Have a look at the 1 hour chart. It's going sideways at the moment, but I'm still looking at a downward movement, a long downward movement. Right, so that's only a small order. So the US CAD, beautiful. The US Canadian worked fabulously. I've actually just closed a couple of orders on here at a profit. So this was my prediction, and look at that, fabulous. That's moving beautifully. I just closed some orders as it was retracing up here. I closed some orders very nicely and waited for it to retrace. As it's on its way down, I've reopened a new sell order, so that should come nicely. Alrighty, so that's it. Get rid of those. Okay, so lots of things happened last night. Lots of unexpected things, some expected. But this is the way of Forex. Sometimes it does what you think it will, and sometimes it doesn't. All in all, not a bad result. Some losses, some wins, but overall it was a profitable night. Alrighty, so we'll see what happens tonight. Bye bye.